Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Chums, 'tis I, Captain of the Steves. And today, chums, I'm inside of No Man's Sky, and I'm inside of my game settings at the moment because I'm going to toggle things, I hope, to help me do these two side missions, these optional milestones inside of the Expedition for 19. So here we go. I've turned on multiplayer, I've put anyone can join my group, and I've also enabled the old voice chat. So we might get a few people that might join that have a mic, and it could be a little bit interesting. Anyway, I think what I need to now do is take my Corvette over to the spatial anomaly. If you're wondering what optional milestones I'm on about, inside of phase 4 is this one: embark upon another traveller's Corvette. And that's what I'm hoping to do first. So let's fly on out and let's see if we can find another traveller's Corvette. I mean, there was a traveller just there. I saw his marker, another player. But what there wasn't was his ship. His ship was invisible. And this is the problem that I'm having at the moment, is actually physically seeing other players' ships. Now, I am on my PlayStation 5 right now, console, basically. And I've even had the same problem on my PC. So I don't think it's a problem limited to any particular device. There's another player there, he's just sitting in the air, flying in at the same time. So he's going to be in a Corvette, but as you can see, his ship is invisible, and all the ships here that are supposedly here are invisible. And I think the only real way to get around that is to join another person's group. Now the trouble is, you can see over there inside the chat on the opposite side of the screen that the languages aren't always English either. So I think we're going to have multiple issues, that even if I do manage to find a player, it could be that player might not, his first language might not be English. And look, there's just people sitting in midair. I can't actually see their ships. What I may have to do is message my group chat, you know, like for the weekend mission, and see if I can get somebody's assistance. It looks like there's somebody on my ship right now over here. But it wasn't on my ship. It was another ship that was parked inside my ship. Having real problems. We've got Stormbringer here. Let's see if he'd accept the invitation to group. I just sent him an invitation. He declined. And that's another problem. You know, people are just into doing their own thing. And he looks like he's just got inside my ship. He hasn't. That's another ship parked inside my ship. At the moment, multiplayer for doing this quest is pretty much unachievable. So another way that we can do this is we can go to the quit to mode select. And we can sort of like come out of here, go all the way back to the title screen. And what we could try doing is just joining friends and see if there's anybody here right now. So we've got E-Slick playing alone. I don't know whether they're inside of the expedition. I think maybe this is the expedition marker. There's Kenneth as well. I know Kenneth. I know E-Slick. I'll try joining E-Slick and see what happens. Yeah, it says community expedition. So I'll join them and see what happens. There we go. Let's jump on in. And maybe, I mean, at this point, if I am joining E-Slick's group, you're probably going to be able to hear me in a moment because I've turned on voice chat. Hopefully he's got a mic and then I can actually talk to the guy. But we'll see how we get on. And the only thing is, I don't know whether they've finished their expedition either. You know, they could be doing milestones right now. They might not really want me to be here right now. So this is another problem that we've got, to be fair. I don't know whether... You're right there, E-Slick. E-Slick, I'm making a video at the moment. I was wondering whether you wanted to help me do this optional milestone in multiplayer. And do you need to do it? Do you need to do it as well? It's inside of Expedition and it's phase 4, hitchhiking, optional milestone, embark on another traveller's Corvette. The doohickey to get you to the station. Oh, okie dokie. Okie dokie. Well, I can meet you in the station. I'll be in the station for when you get there. Take your time. I can pause my video, and once you're there, You can always take a ride in my Corvette, and I'll take a ride in yours. Yeah? Cool. I'll see you in a bit, yeah? See you in a bit. So, I've actually joined E-Slick up in the station. He's teleported here. He's in Bay 3. But if I go to Bay 3, I'm seeing Rakoran and an invisible ship. And I'm not seeing E-Slick's ship. He can see me. He can see my player model, but my player model is frozen. So even this isn't working when you join another player's group. It's so hit and miss. Okay, you sleep. Well, what I might do is just let you get on with it because you're kind of like early days. I mean, I don't even think I can see you in my nearby players list. Let me just have a look on networking. Networking. View nearby player list. Yeah, I don't even see you listed in my nearby player list, mate. That is so weird. Very weird, considering I joined you in your group and I should be right here with you right now. I don't know how they've done the load balancing, but this just isn't working, is it? Ah. I can't, no. Yeah, I can see another player's ship here on Bay 1. I'm going to try and sneak into their ship if I can get there quick enough. I mean, I haven't got decent move modules, but I'm going to try and stow away in their ship and hope that I can hitch a ride. Ah, he's put his loading bay down. I don't think I can actually get into it. Darn it. I'm going to sit on top of his ship. I'm going to sit on top of his ship and see if that works. The only trouble is he might still be building it. I think he is still building it, actually. There's like beams of light on it and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave you to it anyway, E-Slick, because I'm not seeing your ship. You're not seeing mine, are you? Yeah. It's a bit of a mess. All right, buddy. Well, I'll leave you to it. Take care and good luck with your expedition. I would have given you some stuff if I could see you. No. You too. Take care, E-Slick. Bye-bye. So there you go, people. I've left that group. I'm still trying to get inside this ship, but at the moment I don't think they've either put on a landing bay or I'm just not seeing their landing bay. And I don't think I can get away with sitting on their ship either. So I think we're a little bit stuck. I mean, I can try sitting just on the thing that they can't change is their cockpit, right? So I can just sit here. And I can hope that when they take off, I go with them. So I reconvene whenever they choose to take off. Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain, heck yeah. Why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much. Okay, it looks like they've built a load more stuff on their ship. Let's just pop into camera mode and let's see if they've got a landing ramp now. They do! They've got a landing ramp. I'm getting in. No, don't go about me. Don't go about me. I'm in. Okay, right, I'm in. Now I just need to find somewhere to sit. And, well, I'll just wait here. Okay. Right, I don't know where this player is that owns this ship. But we could be quids in. I mean, I could just stand here, couldn't I? And, I don't know. Right, okay, we're one step closer to hitchhiking a ride, I think, people. So I think the chap actually building this is called Boone W. Key. I think they might be in... Oh no, this is another person I think that's hoping to stow away. Hold on, that looks like there's another ship here. Oh, okay, I'm on a ship, I don't know whose ship. But we've managed to get away on someone else's ship. I would have thought that this would have popped the badge for me by now. This is pretty interesting. Have I got the actual expedition selected? I have. Okay, look, hitchhiking is going up. We've got it. I guess. Is he going to fly back into the station? I don't know what he's... I think he might be shooting the asteroids right now. That's one of the things happening. I mean, there's not many sound effects going on. And I'm not too sure what... Are they going to go back? Don't go back in the station, please. Stay out here. I'm nearly done the hitchhiking thing. Got you. Oh, they're going back towards the station. I'm not too sure what they're actually doing right now. Are they hoping to jump out and climb on the station or something? Or we just bounced off the station? Okay, I'm actually worried for my life right now. This could be an insurance claim, couldn't it? But yeah, I don't even know whether I can scan this player now that they're flying their ship. Or else I'll be giving them a bit of a shout out. So, you know, thank you very much. I don't know. There we go. We've done the hitchhiking. Nice. I guess. Right, well, I'm off. Right, I should be able to call my own ship. There we go. And now for milestone 2. So milestone 2 is over here. Oh, let's collect our reward anyway. What are we going to get? We're going to get an assortment of cakes and 500 quicksilver. There we are. Lovely, we got cake. Nice, everybody likes cake. Right, the next one is in the final phase over here. So what I would say, if you want to do that hitchhiking one, is go to a station at one of the actual rendezvous rather than the spatial anomaly, because people are going to be building their ships there, and I think it's more likely to spawn in. But anyway, we're going to be doing this one, optional milestone, and we've got to go into one of the rendezvous stations, which I think I'm actually at right now, aren't I? Yes, we're at rendezvous 1. So if I fly back into the station, I might be able to imprint there. I mean, that's how it reads. I mean, I'm already at 100% imprinted. So let's fly on in and let's see if this is a thing. Is there going to be a 3 landing space? Of course, this is rendezvous 1. It's going to be extremely busy. No, look, I just bounced off. So that's probably what just happened to that other guy that we just saw. So all I'm going to do at this stage is I'm just going to go to options. I'm going to go into network. I'm just going to turn networking off. And I'm going to fly back in. Because now the space station should be empty. And I suppose if you're having problems landing in the space station, you could turn off your multiplayer, fly in, land, and turn your multiplayer back on again so you see the other player's ships. And it could force spawn an instance for you. Right, anyway, let's see if we can pop this other optional milestone now, just by doing this. Something weird's going on with sound effects. I can hear other people's backpacks, and obviously I'm not in multiplayer, so that's pretty darn weird. At the moment, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. It's proper Stranger Things territory, isn't it? Anyway, let's get on over to the station core, and let's see what happens. At the moment, I should be on this milestone. I've reselected it. Mainly because I'm looking at the bottom corner and it's not showing me the one that I'm actually on. Oh, here we go. Inspect station core. Here we go. Class, data lost, blah, blah, blah. Upload anomaly definition. There you are. Is that it? No traces remains of hostile messages as before. Data fragments detected. Iteration definition, still isolated. Upload assistance. Submit orbital upload blueprint. Blueprint broadcasted to isolated fragments. Upload functional, all stable. Well, that's some new messaging. I wonder if me doing that now unlocks that blueprint inside of my normal save. Well, there we go. We're done. Congratulations, the expedition is complete. Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay, well, what I want to do is I want to craft some of these orbital uplinks. I craft 10. I want to see if I can take them back with me when I do go back to the anomaly and end off completely. So I'll tell you what, chumps. I will see you guys back inside the spatial anomaly and see if they're transferable. So, as you can see, I've 100% done the expedition now, which is pretty darn cool. So I should be able to go in here, go to the final phase, claim my last reward. Everything has been claimed-icated. Brilliante! Right, so to end off the expedition, you need to go over to this console over here, which you're being shown to anyway. I mean, I have got the egg for that lovely pet that I can hatch. So where's the lovely... there it is, right there. So I can hatch this new pet. Look at him. He's freaking awesome, I guess. There you are. Have a treat, my friend. Have a treat. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so here we go. Let's head over to this little platform here. And let's end the expedition. I mean, can I choose what I want to take? I think you end expedition. You're about to finalize the expeditions. Item placed in the will return to your normal save. Okay, so do I put those in there now? Okay, so I need to put them in there now. So let's go into cargo and let's go and find these things that I just created. Pirate transponder. It looks like that, but it's not that. There they all look. They're grayed out. It won't actually let you take them over. So even though I've crafted 10 of them, that was a massive waste of chromatic metal. I'm not able to take them back into my original save. All right, well, I'll work out what I am going to take back. But just so you know, the orbital uplink, you can't take back. Okay, chums, I really wasn't bothered with what I'd take back, but I'm going to take away this assortment of cakes, just in case there's one of these cakes here that isn't available inside of my normal save. I mean, I don't know whether that's a thing or not. I've also got the Deadeye cannon there, so an additional cannon. So anyway, let's hit end expedition. And, well, actually, I might as well just take whatever technologies I've got sitting here. I mean, they can spin into something interesting, can't they? We'll just get those. That'll do. End expedition. And then it's going to come up with all my stats and take me back out. So here we go. Let's have a look at my old stats. I'll leave the stats up on screen just in case you guys want to see exactly what I managed to accomplish, Kate, inside of my expedition. Compare your stats against my stats. Not that I'm in any way sensible form wanting any competition here. I mean, I used to like playing Zap Attacks and Quasar and Photon when I was a kid, you know, the laser tag games, and they used to always bring up scores at the end and say Top Gun, and I used to love it when I got Top Gun, which was a lot of the time, to be fair. There we go, done, dilly and done. So we got all this sort of stuff going on, yeah, all these lovely things. I'm wondering whether we're going to see, no, look, we haven't even got the thing, you know, the transfer. I want to see, now that they've done that optional milestone, when I go into my game, whether I can actually craft the things now that I've done that optional milestone, or else what's the point in doing the optional milestone? Right, let's see if we can craft one of those things now that I'm back. Let's see if it's in my craft list. We've got the law. I thought that was it for a second. Dang you! No. Not in there. So I did the optional milestone, as you saw. It came up with a load of new dialogue, almost hinting like we might be able to use these things inside of our normal iteration. I'm not seeing it there. I've gone through each pidget and I did look quite carefully. I'm not seeing it. Bit of an odd one. Anyway, you don't automatically get your stuff. You've got to go back to that console again and then pick everything out of that console. Now, a lot of people said to me, Captain Steve, can you actually clone your ship from the expedition? Let's give that a go, because to be honest, I've never brought back a ship from the expedition. But anyway, let's just transfer everything out of here for a second. Lovely. We'll have all of this. Cool. I'll reconvene once I've got all this out. Okay, right, well, I've got everything. Copy my multi-tool or copy the ship. Well, I want to copy the starship. Let's do that. And there it is right there. We can see it in all of its glory. I mean, it's quite a nice little ship. I mean, I'm going to probably use it just as a base of anything. We'll just put another ship on top. But here we go. It looks like I've done it. I've created it. Done. And we can copy over the multi-tool as well. I think I've got a free multi-tool slot. Just if anyone's got that question, yes, you can copy them across. I've done now. So I think the ship that's actually on the landing pad right now might be the ship from my expedition. It does look like it. Let's have a quick look, see. Yeah, that's the ship from my expedition. That's not my normal ship. My normal ship is freaking awesome. Check this out. Okay, so if I go into here and if I find my normal Corvette, check out this. This is my Corvette on this save, and I think this is, I really like this. I mean, look at it. It's got exposed engines. It's got almost like these claws at the front. It almost looks like a crayfish. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to call it, the crayfish. It is pretty darn freaking epic. And I can add those new guns to it that we just got. So I can go do that. They're the new guns. They're actually positron ejectors. Let's go on over to the station and let's go and add those new guns. Okay, chums, now I thought a very fitting place for these cannons would be underneath the claws. Now, the actual guns themselves have actually got big lights on, so I think they're going to be very good for scouting for resources, even in, like, night time. So there you go, let's apply those edits. And is there a planet with salvageable scrap in this system? Yes, there is. I think we're going to go there. Oh, there's a low atmosphere one as well. That's pretty cool. Right, okay, well, we've got two choices of salvageable scrap planets. I think I might go to the rusted metal one. It's got dissonant sentinels on. Yeah, we'll go there quickly. And I'll show you how cool these weapons are for actually harvesting salvageable scrap. Okay, we're at the actual planet in question. So now if I just press down and leave pilot seat, I'm just going to stand up for a second. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my analysis visor and see if we can see any of the salvageable scrap on this planet. And at the moment, no, I can't. I mean, I can see gravitino balls and everything, but I can't see much salvageable scrap. So maybe that was a bad, poor choice of planet. So I'm just going to go over to this one over here, Lavender Haze Prime. That sounds cool. I'll see you there. Okay, right, we're now at Lavender Haze. I can see why they called it that. It's got all these floating lavender type looking lotus plants everywhere, which is pretty darn cool. But anyway, we should be able to scan now. Look, there's some salvageable scrap right there. I need to stand back a little bit from my chair, highlight it, then you can go back to your chair, fly on over, select the positron ejector, and you can hover in place right above this and just shoot at its base. And look, I'm actually harvesting all the parts. You see how quick that is using the positron ejector. It's actually an awesome weapon for looting salvageable tech. And at night, I mean, these cannons, they have actually got like big beam lights on them, but it's not making much of a difference to the actual landscape underneath. If I was to go into camera mode, I'll show you what I mean. Look, you've got these big beam lights on the cannons, but at the moment it's not really illuminating much. So yeah, I was hoping that it'd have more of an effect at night time in hunting for stuff. But these are very good for, like, look how much carbon I'm getting just by shooting the planet. If I get a couple of S-class modules on these, you could get yourself so many base resources just by shooting the planet right now. And because I've got them on these claw arms that are just outside my windows, I know exactly where I'm shooting. Brilliant. Totally brilliant. Okay, anyway, there we are, people. That's... Well, you know what? While I'm down there, I could let off the fireworks, couldn't I? We could have a little fireworks display. Let's go back down. I'll see you on the planet. Now, you can see here, I've actually locked onto a trading post. Now, I kind of feel that Hello Games could do with maybe looking at every single building that has landing pads and look at how they could accommodate these new ships. It's like at these trading posts, you've got all of these landing pads at the front of the trading post, right? That have got like loads of landing pads for normal ships. But you see the back of it, look, there's a load of real estate just at the back of it right here, where they could just put one massive landing pad that could fit the biggest of these ships on the reverse of it. They only really need to put one there, I suppose. I mean, well, you know, if we are playing in multiplayer, there's a good chance everybody's going to be in the one ship, isn't it? So there is that. But anyway, let's let off these fireworks quickly. Oh, this is a beautiful planet. Look at this. Butterman flies and everything. Okay, where's my lovely fireworks? Okay, are they just on this little menu? No, off this menu. No, let me find them. Oh, they are on the up menu, but because I'm right next to my ship, I don't know whether I'm going to see them. I think I need to get a little bit away from my ship. I think I need to be somewhere like up on this hill or something. Now, when I landed, it was night time, so we would have seen this a little bit better, but there we go. That's giving me a different menu now, and there they are. So that's too close to my ship. But let's let these off. And there we are. Expedition completed, and I'm hoping most questions from everybody inside the viewerverse answered. I mean, the things that we have answered this episode is how to do the optional milestones, which is pretty darn cool. Oh, I better go back in. We want to watch the fireworks, don't we? You can hear them. So how to do the optional milestones? Done! Both of them. Can you bring over those little doohickeys to transfer you back to teleport you to the station? No. No, you can't. If you've done the optional milestones, can you craft them? No. No, you can't. Are the freaking positron ejectors any good for your ship? Yes, they are, especially in harvesting salvageable scrap. Can you actually bring your ship back from the expedition and your multi-tool? Yes, yes, you can. So there's a couple of yeses, a couple of no's, but I think all in all, you've learned how to do the optional milestones. If this has been useful to you, it might be useful to others. Please share this video out to others. That'd be most helpful. If you have got the hype button underneath this video, please hit the hype button, because I think it's the new way that YouTube works out whether the content that it's putting out is actually decent or whether it's maybe AI generated and, you know, complete tosh. So yeah, people inside the Viewerverse, hopefully see you next episode. If you have, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, you get notified when I do my next video. Until then, salutamondo, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.
Captain Steve.